You're horny, just create. When you feel like you feel that drive of sexual energy and you want to release it, just go create. I'm going to explain exactly what I mean by this and what I've been using to actually get on these streets of retention and stay on them, bro. Because I've been in those modes where you just can't get past 3 days of retention. You keep releasing, and whatever way that means for you. And the one thing I realize is you just don't have an outlet. So stay to the end because I have something for you guys, a very, very important gem. Hit like and subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. But when you are horny, bro, you need to create. You need to create videos. You need to start journaling. You need to connect with people. You need to go to the gym, make music, draw, whatever your outlet is, or whatever an outlet that can be possibly good for you. And one thing I realize about semen retention is the times I go on the longest streaks I'm doing the best is when I'm creating, bro. I'm making videos. I'm pressing record. I'm putting myself out there. I'm going live. I'm making content, or I'm connected with people. I'm networking, or I'm reaching out to people that I haven't talked to while they're in the same field as me, or I'm cold calling in my business, or I'm doing sales. Like, there's a bunch of different avenues you could be doing to use your energy to not release it. Because I'm trying to tell you, bro, in semen retention, you have a lot of energy, and you're gonna want to release this shit, especially if it's late at night, it's just you in the crib, or you're by yourself. You know how tempting it is to just go on a fucking site. Or if you're on Instagram and you happen to go be looking at reels or something and you see some provocative images of a woman that's showing her damn ass and tits, now you get that trigger, you get that rush in your chest and shit. You like, oh my gosh, I want to release. I always say, bro, go outside, breathe some fresh air, or do some damn push-ups, bro, or something, but get out of this space and energy. And it's definitely easier said than done. I'll say that right now. I have been there, and I understand that it's way difficult because, like, when you get in that primal state where you're desiring the sexual energy to be connected, bro, I'm telling you, it's like it does something to you, bro. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. You have to transmute your sexual energy. You have to take this energy, you have to put it into something. You have to take this energy and you have to transmute it. And I was talking about this in a previous video, how it should be called sexual transmutation and not really semen retention, semen transmutation, because this act and this practice is all about taking this energy that you have and using it. I've had men talk about, bro, I don't really see the benefits of semen retention. I just feel angry and aggression. I don't feel the attraction with women and all this different shit. But these are the same men that just do this practice that don't go out in public. They're introverts. They're in the house. If they are out in public, they're not approaching people. They're not having conversations. They're not shaking hands with anybody. These are the same people that are not successful in the business world or into the world of entrepreneurship because they are afraid to shake hands. They're afraid to put themselves out there. They're afraid to be uncomfortable. They're afraid to look stupid, quote unquote. I'm telling you this right now, bro, when you can lock in on this journey and you allow yourself to be in the unknown, allow yourself to not know what's going to happen next, and allow yourself to allow this energy to take over, but not in a way where it makes you have the wrong impulses. When you let it take over and you let it take over in the creative outlets and the creative pursuits in your craft, bro, that's when you see yourself grow in a lot of areas. Like me personally, bro, I started content creation 5 years ago. I grew account over 300,000 followers on TikTok. I don't care how easy it is to grow on TikTok. It's easy to grow an account, but the 300K, bro, it takes some influence. It gets to a point where you have to be saying the right thing or be attractive or magnetic in a way where people want to follow you. They might like and comment on TikTok, but following is a whole nother thing. Y'all understand that. Y'all know that about TikTok. And then on Instagram, bro, I remember I was on semen retention for 30 days, bro. And on those 30 days, I was locking in. I was creating hella content, 3 views a day. On TikTok and Instagram, my Instagram went from 2,000 followers to 20K, bro. It's insane. And I realized it's all about influence. It's all about power and energy. And people can feel that. You probably can feel it through the screen. My focus, my determination, the drive, and you can feel it. Like you can feel it in my, like, how I'm speaking. Like it's strong, right? I tell people this all the time, but when you're on semen retention and you allow yourself to transmute what you're feeling, you allow yourself to transmute your energy and emotions into, like, your purpose, bro, everything changes for you, bro. And I tell people this all the time, like, semen retention is one of those practices where you can't get too comfortable, bro, because it's very easy to get comfortable in the day, get comfortable in counting the days, get comfortable in counting the weeks. And then it's like, you don't realize you're in a fucking trance. You're in like a realm of like, oh, I need to release, bro, or damn, like this energy gets too potent. I'm telling you, there's been times where I've been on semen retention and I felt that this shit was getting the best of me. I'm like, bro, why the fuck do I feel so like antsy? I just want to release. And then I will go create a video, or I will go meditate, or I'll go journal, and those urges are gone. And I'm like, bro, Why didn't anybody tell me this, bro? Like, I had to go through those times where I was releasing my sexual energy because I feel like that's what I needed to do. Whole time I just needed to go put into a creative outlet like YouTube and content creation, right? That's my outlet. For y'all, some of y'all, it could be reading or it could be writing, but you need to have some form of outlet. Reading and writing and all that shit is an important aspect as a man on this journey, because you need to understand yourself. This journey is about this journey is these things, right? When you're on Semen, you're learning yourself, you're learning God, and you're connected with everything in between. So when you're on retention and you can allow yourself to connect to these things and intertwine with these things, bro, I promise you, bro, it's literally a game changer. And I tell people this all the time because on semen retention, it's one of those things that, like, if you don't see yourself, if you don't see or become aware of your power on semen retention, you kind of like take it for granted. And I've had a guy comment before, he was like, bro, like, is semen retention really worth it? Like, it is, like, I think it's placebo. And he released and he's like, damn, this is 100% not placebo. And that's when I was like, oh yeah, bro, like, this shit is pissing me off, this goddamn storage. This message is important for whoever's watching this, because shit just keeps happening. But bro, this energy can get so overwhelming to the point you will be that person that, like, oh, I'm not doing this, I'm letting go of this energy. But when you can allow yourself to, every time you get horny and just create, bro, this is your, you know that that's a God-given gift. Like, sexual energy is a God-given gift. And it's one of those things that God gives people that they don't realize is a gift. Like, sexual energy is the gift. And why do you think it's so, why do you think there's an agenda now to make men release this energy? So mad. Like, why is OnlyFans one of the highest paying careers right now? Why are men targeted with this shit? Like, you got to think about this. When there's an agenda, there's always something behind it. Nothing is happening for no reason. Nothing is just willy-nilly in this world, bro. Men's sexual energy, men are being targeted right now, bro. Men are not being men right now. There's a very, very low percentage of actual good men out there that don't cheat on their wives, that make shit happen. They learn woman nature, they get rich, they go to the gym, they stay in shape. Like, we're losing a lot of men with integrity and good morals out here, bro. And then on top of that, bro, when you are actually practicing the art of semen retention, when you actually feel what it's like to have real power, you may think you know what it's like to have power when you have money, you know, and all that different shit. That is a level of power you do have when it's in the physical. But when you are on semen retention, you have a level of spiritual power that you cannot explain with words. When you have spiritual power as a man, that's when you truly become an impactful man, bro. You're impactful on every level because everything is spiritual. Anybody has money, you have power. Money, yeah, you have money. To an extent, the physical, you have power, bro. But like on semen retention, when you are on a good streak, I don't like to say streaks, bro. I like to just say when you're living this lifestyle the proper way. This cat. When you're living it the proper way, you have an influence over your reality and the people and things around you that like no other. And I've seen it with my own eyes. The longer I go on retention, the longer I retain. My longest was 70 days, bro. Oh my goodness, the power that I felt over my reality, over my thoughts, over the things that I was manifesting was insane. Like, I felt so in control of everything. Like, and it wasn't like the control where I was like trying to play God. It was like God was giving me and showing me what my awareness and what my gifts were, and I was actually honing in on them. I was taking action on my dreams. I wasn't holding back. I wasn't second guessing myself, and I'm not doing that now. I'm fully stepping into my power, and semen retention gives you that extra spiritual reassurance because there's something special about a man who has a connection with God. He's assured of himself. He has faith, and those are the two like important key components when it comes to like pursuing your dreams or acting on your journey in life and finding out who you truly are. Having that faith in who you are on this journey is important. And when you can understand that and you can be okay with not knowing what's going on all the time, being okay with being in the unknown, bro, things just start to click and fall together for you, bro. And I always tell people this all the time, bro. God works in mysterious ways. I was at work earlier, bro, and one of my coworkers was like, yeah, God doesn't work in mysterious ways. There's nothing mysterious about God. Things just happen. And I had another coworker say, I disagree with him. What you think? And I was like, I understand where bro coming from, but like, I do think God works in mysterious ways. Because there's things that God does behind closed doors. Ooh, I just bit my tongue. There's things that God does behind closed doors that we don't know about, that you won't ever know about, but that played a part to you getting that blessing that you got in your life. When things go a certain way and you don't realize that God gave someone a faint heart to help that person out to eventually give you something that end up happening to you getting a raise at this job or to you meeting the person of your dreams, your soulmate. God does things in mysterious ways that sometimes we just will never understand. And that's the beauty of this journey, bro. One thing I realized my connection with God got so much more prominent once I started holding my sexual energy. It was interesting. Because I'm like, why did it take sexual mastery or sexual discipline for me to understand that this is what God truly is, or this is how to get closer with Him? And I mean, it makes sense why in the Bible they say you should wait until marriage to get married, or wait until marriage to like have sex and shit, because it is a sign and there's a symbol in between that. When you can genuinely hold it and you can genuinely transmute it, your workouts, you put it into your business, you put it into your money, you put it into your finances, bro, everything connects. In my life, this is the secret. And people ask me all the time, what's your secret? How do you show up? How do you be consistent? There's days I don't want to, but semen retention is literally one of the key components, bro. I promise you, it's cracked, bro. But there's a reason why not every man can do it. It's definitely difficult when you are in a certain mindset where you're not used to discomfort. But when you can master it, and you can master doing this in your relationships, bro, I'm telling you, it's a game changer, bro. So if you are a man, you're on this journey, I want you to comment down below what's a crazy experience you guys had, and like really tell me what is like a spiritual experience you have with God on this journey, because it's definitely a lot of crazy stories that I've heard. And I've heard like the longer you go, the more these benefits enhance, because it doesn't just dole out. There are flat lines. So the ones that stay to the end, bro, hit the like, subscribe button. I'm getting get back consistent on this channel, and I'm dropping another gems and bangers for y'all. So I love y'all, Gang. I'll see you in this video. Peace.